This story is called The Hike. Yes, it's called The Hike. One day, it was a nice spring day. There was Cambria and Coda and Emily and Natalie. They went for a hike up in the mountains. And they were walking along and walking along. And they saw up in the tree, there was a bird. It was a big bird. It was a beautiful bird. And they noticed as they were walking along some more that the bird flew to another tree right by them. And they were walking along again and they were looking around and the bird flew to the next tree. And they thought, that is interesting. That bird is going right along the same way we're going. And so they looked up at the bird. In fact, Coda said, "Hey, bird." And you know what?
Yeah.
The bird said, "Hi." And the bird came flying down. And it was a big bird. It was an eagle. And the eagle came down and it landed right by you guys on the trail. And the eagle said, "Hi, I'm Ellie the eagle." Yeah, Ellie the eagle. And Cambria said, "Wow, that's such a pretty name." And Emily said, "I like eagles." And then Natalie said, "We're going for a hike. You want to go with us?" And the eagle said, "Well, I don't really hike, but I can fly." And so the eagle flew back up into the tree, and he kind of flew around above you guys while you were hiking up the trail. And it was getting hot, and so you kind of sat in the shade for a while and rested from hiking because it was a long hike. And the eagle, he sat up clear up in the top of the tree. And he was just sitting up there in the tree looking down at you guys and thinking, wow, this is so fun to have some friends. And then Natalie opened up her lunch and she pulled out a sandwich. And Natalie had 2 halves to her sandwich, and she thought, you know, I only want to eat 1 half. I wonder if Ellie the eagle wants to have the other half. So Natalie calls up to Ellie, "Ellie, you want some of my sandwich for lunch?" And Ellie said, "Sure." And Ellie came flying down and sat right by Natalie. And Natalie said, "Here's your sandwich." And Ellie the eagle didn't have hands to grab the sandwich, and so Natalie set the sandwich down on the ground, and Ellie the eagle just snatched it up with her beak and ate it up. And she was so happy. And so then she flew back up in the top of the tree. And then Natalie and Emily and Cambria all had finished their sandwiches and their lunch, and they were ready to hike some more because they were going to hike down to the stream that was right by the trail. And so they went and hiked down to the stream, and they were kind of playing in the water a little bit. And Coda was still sitting on the trail because he was still hot and he was still eating his sandwich because he was a little bit slower at eating that time. And while he was sitting there, guess what happened? There was an earthquake. The ground started to shake back and forth, and it was shaking all over, and everyone was just sitting still or standing still, just wondering what was going to happen. And Ellie the eagle was watching, and guess what? Ellie the eagle saw that there was a big rock right above Coda, and it was breaking loose, and it was starting to roll down, and it was going to hit Coda. And so Ellie the eagle swooped down as fast as she could fly, and she swooped down and grabbed Coda by the shoulders and pulled him away just in time so that the rock fell down and just hit the trail and didn't hit Coda. And Coda saw what happened, and he said, "Oh, I'm so glad that you saved me from that falling rock." And Emily and Natalie and Cambria came running up from the stream to see where the rock had fallen. And they saw that Coda was okay. And they saw that Ellie the eagle right there by Coda. And they said, "That was so brave of you to save Coda from that falling rock." And Ellie the eagle said, "I would do anything for my friends. You guys were nice to me. I wanted to be nice to you too." And so they decided from that time on, Natalie and Cambria and Coda and Emily that they were going to come back and hike in that same spot every few weeks just so they could be with their new friend, Ellie the Eagle. And that is the story of the hike.